Ever since Light found the death note, he had been keeping the Shinigami around like a pet. To avoid detection by the police, he got into the habit of leaving a piece of pencil lead on his door hinge as a signal every time he went out. But one day when he returned home, he found the lead snapped clean in two. At that moment, he realized the police had already marked him as a suspect. To throw them off, Light acted as if nothing was wrong. He sat at his desk and pretended to do homework while the Shinigami, visible only to him, kept trying to start a conversation. Light kept up the act, pretending he couldn't hear anything. If he even acknowledged the Shinigami, the officers watching would instantly know he was the owner of the Death Note. After all, anyone who possessed it could write down a person's name, causing them to die of a heart attack. For 2 full weeks of constant surveillance, the detective team studied Light's every move, even his blinks, but they couldn't find a single mistake. No mysterious deaths happened during that period either. Just as the police were about to call off the operation, the lead detective insisted Light was their suspect. His reasoning was that the lack of deaths during surveillance actually proved Light was guilty because the real culprit had no chance to act. Just as the task force was preparing to arrest him, breaking news came in. Another strange heart attack death had occurred, just like the earlier cases. Everyone quickly looked at the live surveillance feed, but there was Light, casually eating potato chips without a worry. The detectives' leads went cold and they began to question whether they had targeted the wrong person all along. What they never could have imagined was that Light had hidden a small media player and a tiny piece of paper torn from the Death Note inside his chip bag. His plan was so clever that even the Shinigami standing beside him was shocked once everything made sense. With no solid evidence, the police had no choice but to remove Light from their suspect list for the time being.